Welcome everyone to Essential Erin Intuitive's Halloween treat. I'm going to use a novelty deck based on one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Supernatural. I realize not everyone is familiar with it, so I'll do my best to give a quick bio on the featured characters as I go. I hope you all enjoy it, and now it's time to carry on my wayward viewers. And welcome, Leo. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So we have the Emperor, the Three of Pentagrams, the Nine of Bones, the Two of Pentagrams, the Moon, and the Three of Bones. So who are we looking at? We are looking at John Winchester, and what a great example for the Emperor. He's the ultimate authoritarian and a strong father figure, and of course, especially for the Winchester brothers. But like their father, they become master hunters because of his skill and his impeccable training and his knowledge as a hunter, and then the way that he keeps records allows them to follow his path once he's gone. Not just when they begin a search, because if you watch the show, you know that John disappears on one of his hunts, and that's how the boys begin looking for him, and eventually when they can't locate him, they can't find him. Haven't quite given up yet, but they can't find him, so they begin reading his journal, which has just really, as I said again, impeccable skills as a hunter, impeccable record keeping. They're able to follow in his footsteps, literally find new cases, be able to answer things because of the way he trained them and what he left for them, his legacy for them. And so this card reminds you to stay vigilant and disciplined and keep a cool head always, especially when you're dealing with the things that these guys are dealing with, things that no one else has before or didn't realize they were dealing with. So being able to keep a level head and stay vigilant and especially when they were searching for John, they were very vigilant, and he did leave great clues. Eventually they do find him. We all know that. They do find him, and they do hunt together, which is great. Not for long, but they do. So the Emperor is just reminding you that you have to stay vigilant. If there's something that you really want and you need to accomplish it, that confidence and that cool head in a stressful situation is going to be your savior, or having someone you can look to that gives you that feeling, that person who really brings you to that. Then we have your Three of Pentagrams. Productive teamwork and collaboration suggests working with others rather than alone. So again, we're talking about being able to work together, to be strong individually and independently, but know that as a collective or as a group, you're going to be stronger, especially if all of you are feeling like that, like you all bring your strengths to the table, Leo, and we know that you do. You represent strength in the tarot. So you know, if you bring other people like you together, how could that not work to your advantage, right? And then, then we have the Nine of Bones, Archangel Raphael, and he fights fiercely to become the new ruler of heaven after Michael's defeat. And this card reminds us you have to kind of have that, you're willing to work very hard and scratch and defend and protect what's yours. You have to be willing to get your hands dirty, get in there and say, you know, this is mine. I have claimed this. You need to have clear boundaries and you need to stick to them. So along with that, we're saying if you're working with a team and you do have that strength going on, Leo, you know you're a strong personality. So you're going to want to lay your claim. You're going to want to stake out what you want to do. So you know it's going to be necessary to know what's yours, what you will share, like your information, what you won't share. So it's saying in order to be successful, having that strong father figure there, being able to be very productive with other people is great, but you're going to have to draw a line in the sand, You're going to have to put your claim on what is yours. And that's okay. Just be diplomatic about it. And so I think that is what Henry Winchester, who is our Two of Pentagrams, Henry Winchester is the boy's grandpa, and he time travels from his own time of 1958 to 2013, which was the present at that time. He's trying to escape Abaddon. And we all know our night of hell. Abaddon was wreaking havoc and threw some stuff down in the bunker for the men of letters. The boys end up time traveling, bringing their grandfather back into their time. So he struggles with the idea of whether or not to return to his own time or to stay there, because he's just enamored with what's going on right now, where the boys are taking the men of letters, the group that he was part of, actually actively part of when they were all working. Not now that they're defunct and the Winchester brothers are the only two left. So he knows that it could cause a really big alteration in reality, but he has a tough choice, especially when it comes to family. So that's what that Two of Pentagrams is talking about for you, that you're going to be faced with a tough choice this week, Leo, especially when it comes to family or finances. He is a pentagrams card, so we know that finances are involved, but also because it's supernatural, you know there's going to be some family issues involved. But balance is the key to your success. So knowing that you are going to have to balance between, you know, the realms. Of course, in his case, he had to go back. We cannot alter time. All of us who watch sci-fi and horror know that you cannot mess with time. Then we have the moon, and it is Gabriel, the trickster, the ultimate trickster and master of illusion. And he is an archangel. So kind of dangerous to have that kind of power and be, you know, kind of, you know, crazy. Not that Gabriel was crazy. I think he was a little off. But he is the master of deception, always a hidden agenda, and nothing is ever as it seems. So you've got to trust your intuition with this. And, you know, there are several cards in the tarot that talk about being in tune with your own intuition, with yourself. So with Gabriel in your reading, we're saying you need to trust your own intuition, your gut feeling per se, and analyze the situation. Does this seem right? Because things are not going to be what they seem on the outside. Again, be astute, know what's yours, know your boundaries, know what you will and won't accept, and be aware of what's going on. Really kind of analyze what's going on, the situation, so that you're not duped by what things look like, you know, so you don't play into that. And then we end with the Three of Bones, which is Eve, the mother of all monsters. And she's a powerful creator, and she made the great alphas, the alpha monsters, who then procreated, making an entire species of their kind. So she represents creation and growth and expansion. Of course, we don't want that kind of creation, growth, and expansion going on in the real world, because she created monsters, and that is why we have those supernatural creatures that the Winchesters have to fight every week, because of lovely Eve there. So what she's warning you of is just, well, not even warning, actually, it's kind of a good thing, even though she was the mother of all monsters. This is saying that the idea is that teamwork that you're going to be having going on, that collaboration, is going to be awesome. This is a good time for you to be doing it. The growth and expansion that Eve is talking about, that's wonderful. The Three of Bones is telling you this is a good time for you to do this. And it should be fruitful. It should be successful. So that is what I'm seeing for you this week, Leo. I hope you enjoyed your supernatural reading. Happy Halloween.